If you enjoy the Low Scale Gaming podcast, please leave us a like, review, and subscribe. Any feedback is welcomed, and I hope you enjoy the show. Hello, and welcome to the Low Scale Gaming podcast. I'm your host, Ghostland's Finest. As always, I'm joined by Conan Jones and Inferior Mage, who is late today. How y'all doing today?
Doing good. How are you?
I'm alright.
Mage, why was you late today?
We got home from watching Captain Marvel.
It's a good movie.
So it ended at like 6:45 and it was one of those things where like we were in the theater and people were there that I knew that I didn't expect to be there, and they stopped and we talked.
Like going to Walmart in your hometown, right?
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't anything that I could really control, but it was like I can't just ignore them and go.
I mean, you could have. You could have been like, hey, guys, I have my really semi-professional podcast to go record.
Yeah, that I'm like only 5 minutes late to. It wasn't like it was that big a deal.
It was 15 minutes late.
Oh.
We're only 15 minutes late because you had to go poop.
Okay. Way to put that in the podcast.
Calling you out.
Oh.
Just so everybody knows,
Yeah.
Ghost poops.
Uh,
He's the only one in the world who poops.
Whoa.
Ghost is a human being. Surprise, surprise.
The only one.
I know you don't get that from his tweets.
I'm the only one that does his business.
Contrary to
Good
popular
Lord.
belief, he is human.
Right?
So
I'm pretty good. I'm already on spring break. Like I just started spring break yesterday, so it's pretty good. Just been sitting up. Yesterday I woke up, had a bowl of cereal, and then took a 3-hour nap.
Good God.
Then I woke up from that 3-hour nap, made a peanut butter and jelly sandwich for me and my little brother,
Went back to sleep.
and then took another 2-hour nap.
Oh my God.
Got up around 3 or so, and was just like, yeah, I should probably do something today. And then I sat on my couch and watched rewatched Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood until about 9 o'clock. I was like, yeah, this is a good day. I'm gonna go to sleep now.
Oh yeah, because you guys didn't have school on Friday.
Yeah, we didn't have school on Friday. So
Well, that's
then
a whole extra day.
I have 10 days off. It's nice.
Goodness.
So I slept the majority of yesterday. I didn't even play any video games. I was just like, I'm comfortable on this couch. I got me a nice little fort built with this.
Pillow fort.
I did. Okay, so here's my pillow fort. I have my 2 pillows that I sleep with. I jacked one for my little brother, and I put it underneath the cushions to where whenever because I still have that same couch I've had since college.
Yeah.
So the cushions spread out whenever you sleep on it. So I put the pillow right underneath there where it spreads out. So I won't be having a wood stake in my back.
Yeah. Because you're a vampire.
Yeah. So I've just been sleeping just like a baby on that couch.
Hey man.
And I have had some of the most weird dreams imaginable.
We might have to save those for later.
Normally when I sleep I don't dream. It's really weird.
I'm the same.
But when I sleep on my couch and I'm sitting up slightly, I guess it might be that I'm actually getting good oxygen into my brain because since I have sleep apnea really badly. So but I have some of the weirdest dreams ever. One of them is I'm in this future world or whatever, and I'm just looking around and I could fly. It's amazing.
All right. That's how you know it's a dream.
Yeah. Because Ghost hates heights. So
Yes.
that's
Yeah,
how.
you're right.
That's what I meant.
Heights. I am deathly afraid of heights.
Do you enjoy it or is it a nightmare?
No, it was okay because I knew that okay, so I guess when I do dream,
You knew that gravity didn't work and didn't.
no. When I'm dreaming and stuff, it's really weird. I don't know why, but I can always figure it out that I'm dreaming. I don't know why, but it's just oh hey, I'm dreaming. I can't jump 10 feet in the air just like every day.
Yeah. It's called lucid dreaming, where you realize you're dreaming so you can like control it.
I just do cool stuff and it's fun. It's just like I can't really describe it because it's I forget about it like within like 5 minutes of me being awake. I sit there and like think about like, man, that was cool. Then I try to go back to sleep, and then I just have like nothing. It's just like, oh hey, I'm awake now.
Yeah.
Like, so I really wish I could figure out how to like get into that dream state like every night because that's cool. My imagination goes wild.
Do some research and some Googling. There's a lot of stuff out there on lucid dreaming.
Yeah, but I don't want like some stupid mom that doesn't vax her kids telling me like, oh hey, if you use these crystals, it'll make you have lucid dreams. You know what I'm saying?
No, it's more like prepping your mind to be in the right state to where you can do it, and just kind of like being aware of what you're doing. It's not buy this stuff to help you out, take these pills.
Oh.
It's just like you have to be aware of what's going on, because sometimes it just happens on its own, but there's a particular state of mind you can be in, kind of like after you do yoga or something like that.
Yeah, I'm gonna start doing yoga, guys.
Yeah.
I also read that if you like keep a dream journal, you increase like the amount you dream because it increases the importance of it.
Yeah, but that's so just like that's like such a white person thing to do. Like,
you say that like that's a bad thing.
It kind of is.
It's not something you have to share with everybody. Like, is a diary really a sissy thing if no one knows about it?
But then the upside is you can say, hey, I can control my dreams and I can do what I want. You don't have to. It's the ends justify the means. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I'll be honest. It sounds like a lot more work than I'm willing to put into this.
That sounds about right.
like anything a part of like once you started doing saying, oh, you can do yoga to get lucid dreams, I checked out immediately.
Well, I just kind of use that as an example, like to get
like
whatever. Yeah. I
checked out and I was on a plane to the next state over. I had no idea where this conversation was going. Mage, how have you been this week?
I've been, it's been kind of like a good and bad week, mainly because, like, it's good because, like, good things have happened, but it's also bad because I am recovering from a sinus infection that I had last week.
Rip.
Yeah, it has its ups and downs, but I'd say mainly good.
Good.
That's good. We had a parent teacher conference on Thursday, and out of like my 20 or so kids I have, I think 6 parents came up. And it was like, I figured that was like good numbers for what everything you've said to me about with parent teacher conference.
Yeah, that's like a quarter of your kids.
Yeah.
And of course it was the 6 kids that like I don't need to talk to their parents at all about anything.
Yeah, that's
just like, oh hey, he's doing good. Here's this packet to Bandcamp that I know your kids didn't give to you.
Yeah.
If you ever want to know what's wrong with the child, look at their parents.
Yeah. my kids that's been riding the ineligibility list for 4 weeks now weren't there. It's kind of bummed out about that. But
just kind of want to tell their parents what's going down.
Oh yeah, I straight up just wanted to like I feel like it might. Okay, so I'm kind of on this like I don't know how to say it because it's not a vendetta because it's not cool to have a vendetta against a kid, but it's like I'm just trying to like push this kid to not be in band anymore. Is that wrong?
Yes and no. Like I totally understand what you mean. Like. You don't want them around, but you don't want to just kick them out. So you just kind of want to make their lives hell so they just leave on their own.
Kind of. Not so much making their life hell, but just like...
do some bad teacher stuff.
Yeah, I
That's
guess
not
now that I'm saying it out loud, and I feel kind of like a bad teacher.
But
He's just like it's the kid that have I talked about it before in the podcast? It's my baritone player.
I don't remember. I know me and
That's
you
that
have
kid
talked
that
about
only
it. But
plays treble clef because he doesn't know how to read bass.
Yes, he's okay. Yes, okay. So I have
I
talked.
know who you're talking about. I remember.
Oh man,
That story left an
This-
impression on me.
Oh yeah, that he couldn't use. I forgot about that. That he couldn't use a tuner because it was tuned to bass clef. That's good times, man. That was at 7:45 in the morning when that happened.
you're like, yeah, my day is done.
I was just like, there is no coming back from this day. No, I don't know. Like I think part of it was this week that I was just like ready for Thursday to hit. Like Thursday at like 3:30, I was ready for it to be like I was ready for that like last Sunday.
Oh
Just
yeah.
to be on spring break.
You
or
and
whatever.
everyone else in your school, I guarantee it.
And then just like the kids were just like bouncing off the walls for it, and I'm just like, man, get me out of here, please. Ugh. But like, I don't know, the baritone kid just like pushes my buttons like every day. So what I've been doing, because he owes me 400 points for missing that contest, right? It's him, my French horn player, who's his brother, and another kid. So what I've been having them do is I pulled a bunch of music out from just the sight read stuff and everything, and I didn't throw it back in concert order because I was just like, that's a problem for future me.
Yeah.
So then I just got the bright idea. I was like, hey, this is on the back of the box here. What score order is? I could just have these guys do this and make up that 400-point assignment. And you would the baritone kid and the trumpet kid, you would have thought that I had laid down trigonometry in front of them. like
Good old rocket science.
they had 15 minutes to do one box of it, and they took them 25 minutes to do it. My French horn player was just like, "Here, I got this done. Can I go now?" I was like, "Yeah, come back tomorrow. I got you another one."
Yeah.
Because I have like a stack of it on my desk. But man, you would have thought that I had laid down the exact formula to build a rocket ship for these kids. And I was because the whole time they were complaining. I was just like, guys, if you guys stop complaining about it and just focus on it, you'll get it done. And then he's like, sorry, with all due respect, this isn't an easy task. I'm just like, this is literally following instructions on the back of a box.
This isn't an easy task.
Like this is like putting Legos together. And I was sitting there it was Wednesday whenever all this happened. I'm just sitting there at lunch eating my whatever food I had that day. I was eating strawberries, like the frozen strawberries. I was sitting there eating them and sighing in between each one. I was so mad. But that's a good thing to make up a 400-point assignment, right? Is to have them do like work around the band's room.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's what I would have him do because you had him do the written assignment also, didn't you?
Yeah, but they didn't do it.
Yeah, so they lost Nice Ghost, so now they get physical labor.
Yeah,
if they want to pass, or you can fail. Like,
yeah, no, I straight like on their progress reports. I gave them because we had like the 9 weeks whatever thing. They had a out of the 400-point assignments, I gave them each 100 back for it. So, I mean, they still, like, the missing 300 points, but, you know, I mean, it's not my fault. I didn't have to give them to do another extra 400 points for me. Like they had a chance to do it and they didn't do it.
Yeah,
But
you had 2 extra choice chances, and you screwed up both of them. So,
yeah, like I'm not nice about it.
nor should you be in that instance.
Yeah, like and that I guess that's part of that's why I've been hard on these kids and that's why I don't like the bear why I don't want the baritone kid to come back. But that's also kind of bad to say too, but
Sometimes you have to do addition by subtraction.
yeah. Cuz kind of what I'm thinking about doing is that if he doesn't come back, then I'm going to switch my 7th grader that plays trombone onto the baritone. So I could one because it's bass clef, and two because I feel like it might be easier for him because he's a little guy.
Yeah.
But I got a real funny story about that too. Like he's like my little brother's almost as tall as him. Like he's a 7th grader. He's really short. Like he's underdeveloped, and I'm assuming he's just gonna like shoot up there because his mom's tall and his older brother's tall. But
He's not there yet.
yeah, and like so we went to it was after Solo Ensemble a couple weeks ago, and we went to Buffalo Wild Wings and at the big town by my little town, and my little brother got a little kitty cup Sprite, and then he was sitting right across from my trombone kid, and my trombone kid got a little kitty Sprite too.
That's awesome.
Oh, that was like the best thing that happened that day. It was so good. I kind of forgot about that until now.
That's kind of adorable, actually.
Yeah. I felt like we were all giving him a hard time about it, and I felt bad for him. Man, that was so funny. And because his mom's the band mom, and she was like, "Oh no, he wants a big one too, like everybody else.
He wants a big boy cup.
He wants the big boy cup." Oh man, but no, the kid. I love the kid though. He's a good. He's getting there in his musicianship. Oh, he's getting there.
That's a plus.
Yeah. All right. I've rambled on like for what 15 minutes now.
Yeah, we're sitting about 17.
Goodness gracious.
Great balls of
All
fire.
right. I know, right? All right. Let's go ahead and jump into fails of the week.
Okay.
Codan Jones, what is your fail of the week?
So I had one up here and I kind of changed it. I've been looking at my computer and I need to get 2 more RAM sticks. I've only got 2 in here at the moment, and they're it's 2 4 gig sticks. So I was like, I can just buy the same thing and just double it up and just toss them in. Everything's good in the hood. And then so I'm like looking up prices and stuff, and it's it's a couple years old. They're DDR3 RAM sticks.
Right.
And they hardly even make them anymore. Like that's so everything is like, oh, we have to pull these out of the back office, out of the warehouse, out of the out of date bin. But like,
Fun.
yeah, 2 sticks is gonna cost me like $50. I was like, good lord.
Is that bad?
RAM is just really expensive still right now. Like even the old stuff for some reason.
Yeah, but like that's cheap compared to GPUs and stuff.
Oh yeah, I mean comparatively, but I mean with what it does, and I don't know, like GPUs, yeah, you're gonna spend more on them just because it's a bigger piece of hardware.
Granted, I've never really done anything with. I haven't built a computer in a while, so I'm not the expert here. Codan Jones is, but
yeah, and it's been so long since I've even messed with it. Like, I've taken the case apart once or twice to spray it out. I actually probably need to do it again, but like doing stuff with this Planet Coaster build, like, is just killing my RAM. So I was like, it wouldn't hurt to go ahead and get another stick or 2. So I was like, I'll go ahead and look. Plus, have
you looked on like Newegg or something?
Yeah, I was just on PC Part Picker since it's kind of a hub of all of the cheap stuff, since it checks all the different sites and finds the cheapest stuff, and it's kind of easier to find what you need and then go to those sites and actually buy it. But
Right.
then it just kind of
Because that's kind of what I want to do. Is I want to start building a new PC pretty soon.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure.
So then
Because I got my season tickets again for OU football.
Yeah.
But
because I was kind of looking at that, then kind of fell down that rabbit hole of like, okay, if I was to like replace and upgrade, what could I upgrade without having to redo everything? And the answer to that is not much. Because like I can get a new GPU and just kind of toss it in, but I think it's an i5 4000 series, but now they're on almost 9,000, I think.
You haven't bumped it up to i7?
No, I just got an i5 because it was kind of that middle ground of what I needed.
Yeah.
But
just go all the way and get the i9.
Yeah. See, that's more money than I care to spend. Plus, it's more.
Right.
If you were doing
like $1,000 or something, that gets ridiculous.
Yeah.
How much that
is. Like, I want to build a PC for like maybe like 1,200 tops.
Oh yeah, you can get a decent PC for 1,200 for sure.
Like more like under 1,000, but like if I had to spend the extra 200, I could, but I have to wait till November to do that anyway.
Yeah, because the stupid stuff with it is that you have to buy Windows, which is like $120.
Well, I don't understand why Windows is so expensive.
I don't either. Like, you've already got everything on lock. Like, unless you're gonna run like Linux or something.
Yeah.
I mean, you could also run Mac, I guess.
Yeah, but I mean, for that, you pretty much have to buy a Mac. Like,
yeah.
Because I looked into making a Hackintosh, because whenever I built this, is whenever I was still kind of big into my Apple computer, and you can run Mac OS on PC hardware, but it has to be specific hardware to be able to do it out of the box. That's not like specifically engineered to run iOS. Yeah, it's one of those stupid Reddit rabbit holes I fell down. And
right.
But
yeah. And you don't want to run Linux unless you're straight up programming.
Yeah, and it's like I don't want to take the time to learn it. I'm already having to learn the new Windows after being pretty much dedicated to Mac for all of college.
You get to Windows 10 is really good, dude. Like I love Windows 10.
Like I haven't had any complaints with it. Like once
like
they stopped
Windows
with
8,
the notification stuff, like
yeah, Windows 8 is garbage. 8.1 was okay. Windows 7 was like my favorite though. Like it was so fun, like easy to use. Windows 10 is okay. It's not my absolute favorite, but it's okay.
I like Windows 10. It does all right. It's
XP is where it's at, baby.
My parents are still running XP.
Windows XP.
They don't even like support that anymore.
Nope.
I think the lowest one.
Do they support Windows 7 still?
I think it's Windows 7 is the lowest one things still support, or it might be Vista. I'm not sure, but I know they don't support XP anymore.
XP was like the golden years of Windows. They should go back to it.
Yep. All right, Mage. What is your fail of the week this week?
Well, I have a couple fails. So, my first fail is that
20 minutes.
My first fail is that I have to get a new phone because my phone is starting to not read my SIM card.
Yeah.
Every once in a while, like it's old. I've had it for a while. I need to get a new one. That's pretty much basically what I've been told, kind of a deal.
All right, let's look at our user poll that I posted the other day. 87% to 13% iPhone over Android with 15 votes.
Well, I'm actually going to go with the iPhone XR.
Proud of you. You're a good person.
Because I don't have to order it online. And I mean, that's a big deal because I don't like ordering stuff online that much.
Why?
Mainly because I don't trust UPS or FedEx very often.
I literally order anything I can online. Like I order my groceries online now.
Yeah, I mean, you also live in the middle of nowhere, so it's kind of you have to order stuff online.
I mean, I could drive the 20
But
minutes into town, but I mean,
yeah, I mean, and you ordering Walmart online, you still pick it up manually. It's not
yeah,
like
okay, all right. They forgot my Oreos the other day, so I was kind of mad about
well, you should have you ordered the Oreos. You should have like stomped up there and be like,
it.
"Hey, this did not come."
No, I didn't do that. I got the I just emailed them and I was just like, hey, I didn't get these Oreos, and they refunded it.
Oh, that was nice.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to be mad about everything, Mage. You can calm down and not get into a big old hoopla about everything.
Yeah, Mage.
Kind of, yeah, it's kind of
Yeah.
fun living your life like that, Mage.
Yeah, man. It's almost like you're so right. I should listen to you about anger advice more often, Ghost.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
You are the calmest person I've ever met.
You would expect me to like lose my crap over some Oreos, though. I know both of y'all would expect me.
I did actually. But
You know, the only reason why I wasn't like mad about it is because I didn't forget my oatmeal cream pies. So I was thinking,
if they forgot both, man, it's done.
if they forgot both, it would have been hell to pay at that Walmart. But you know, you can't let the little things get to you. You know what I'm saying?
Thanks, Ghost. I appreciate it.
And this has been Life Lessons with Ghost. Our new segment. Oh my god, can we start a new segment? Like, instead of topic 3, we can just do Life Lessons with Ghost.
Yes, we need to get an intro for it, though, like,
Oh,
like,
okay. Making a note of it right now.
It has
You
to
know,
have
like-
some kind of like Hallmark music going
yes,
on.
exactly. Wind chimes and stuff, just like a heart going. Life lessons with Ghost.
Oh, dude, I have the perfect thing. Okay, I know you guys. Mage might know this, but Mage, have you ever watched Antiques Roadshow?
Talking about like the harp thing.
Yeah,
when they introduce a new,
whenever they show the price and they have that bling thing, I have one of those in the band room. I'm totally gonna bring it home and make something with that. Okay, side. My parents watched it all the time before church, so like I always had to
That's
hear it.
such a your parents thing to do.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
like
My grandma watched it all the time too, so that's why I know about it.
yeah. I'm never flipping through like, oh my god, Antiques Roadshow. Like, click. I'm stuck in here.
On OETA.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my god.
All right.
But anyways, we're not spending like 40 minutes on this. Good
I cannot
sidebar,
wait for
though.
this. This is next week that we're gonna have this segment, life lessons. What did you call it?
Life Lessons with Ghost.
Life lessons with Ghost. I like this.
All right, Ghost, what's your fail? We got to get through fails. We've spent 15 minutes on fails.
So yeah, I have to go get. I have to
Okay,
get
so this is kind of bad. I lost my house key. I realized it on Thursday at parent teacher conferences. I was just like, hey, I don't have my house key.
Yeah, it's not good.
And I don't know how long I haven't had my house key because I just go through my garage every day.
Yeah, that's real not good.
Yeah, that's bad.
I don't know where it is. I found a little loop for it. It was in my car. So I like cleaned out my car today and I didn't find it. So I think it might be at the school somewhere. Hopefully somebody turned it in. I don't know.
Yeah, hopefully it's somewhere and not just like lost. That would be
Yeah,
bad.
because that'd be bad.
Oh,
So, and mainly that my superintendent that I rent from would be mad at me.
yeah. Just a little bit, probably.
So I don't know what to do. Anyways.
Yeah, hopefully you can find it.
Yeah.
hopefully so.
I mean, if you can't, then the superintendent has to change the locks and stuff. So
I don't think he has to change the locks, but
I mean, you're kind of supposed to if you lose a house key.
I mean, I live right next to the sheriff, so I mean,
I'm not saying that it's practical. I'm just saying that you're supposed to.
I don't think anybody's gonna break in here. I mean, I leave my back door unlocked anyway. So I mean,
That's an invitation. Break into his house.
yeah, break in the ghost's house, please.
The way I see it is that the main way I see it is that if someone's going to break into my home, they're going to break in no matter what I do. So might as well just leave it unlocked so they don't do property damage on the way.
Oh man, if somebody breaks into my house, I'm gonna clock them right in the head with my brother's baseball bat or my wrench that I have right by my door.
Yeah, if you're there, like when it happens,
I will find them, hunt them down. All right, let's jump into topic one. Goodness gracious, it's like 30 minutes in.
Almost on the dot. Almost 30 minutes.
All right, Conan Jones, what is this topic one you got for us this week?
All right, so since spring break has started, I feel like it was kind of topical. Do you or did you as a student, were you ever forced or do you force students to practice over a long holiday? So
okay, so what do you mean? You mean encourage force or like tell them to take their instruments home?
So more of a, because I mean, yes, we've all been encouraged, like, hey, you need to practice over the break. Okay, cool, but then you know that doesn't do anything.
Right.
Like, if you say, hey, you have an assignment due like Monday morning after you come back from spring break, you need to do it over the break.
No, I didn't do that.
Yeah.
I encouraged them and I made all them take their instruments home.
Yeah.
But I didn't like give them an assignment or a test. That's messed up, dude. That's some like. That's not cool.
Did that ever happen to you in school?
No, my band director was like pretty cool, dude. Like,
the only time I ever had to do like an assignment during a long break was when I was entering high school. In order to get into the AP English class, you had to do like this book, like a book report.
Yeah.
And it was over the summer, and I didn't even do that.
The good thing we're talking about other classes and not band.
No, I'm just saying.
That's the only time that something like
that's
that's
the only
happened,
time I've ever done that. I've never done that for band. I've
My
always taken my instrument home. I've always been encouraged to do it, but
yeah. Okay. I have, I've talked about it before. My junior high kids, we've been doing a scale test every week.
Yeah.
This whole past week we've had spring break for me, so we'll go back to school on Monday. The week before break, we did not have one due because I had contest on Tuesday, and then I was gone on Wednesday to take the theater kids. So I was like, I don't want to have to grade something right before the progress reports are due, because I'm just not going to have time to do it. So I didn't have one due. But I do have one due Tuesday night after we come back. So it's not right after we come back, but the way that I've justified that to myself is that I posted and assigned everything back in January.
No, that's not cool.
We've
I'm not
worked
cool
on
with
it.
that.
We've worked on it in class, and it's a lot of them have already done it, and it's teaching them to work ahead.
I mean, as long as they were reminded and stuff, I don't know. It's really not a big deal. I don't think it's a big deal. It's a skill test.
This is why no one likes you.
Or me.
You, Cody Jones. Both of y'all. No, this is why no one likes y'all.
So,
Yes.
This is life
This
advice.
is the reason no one likes us.
We're saving life lessons for later. That's next week.
This is life lessons will go. Now I'm gonna go. I gotta figure out like segments for this every week. Get this. So when we do this, does this need to be like legitimately giving life advice, or should it?
Let's hash out details afterwards, because we're sitting at 35 minutes already.
No, because I know we still got a whole bunch to go.
Yeah.
All right. I don't know. I feel like I don't know. I mean, if you already like had it established for like since like the beginning of the semester, like, then I guess it's okay. Personally, I think it's kind of messed up to do an assignment, like have something do like right after spring break or even the day after spring break, whatever you're trying to do to give yourself permission to do it for yourself. But I personally wouldn't do that. But that's just, I mean, we're two different people. It's not a big deal.
Yeah.
But you also gave them like the week before spring break off on it too. So
Yeah, I was like, you don't have one
it's
due
not like
this
they,
week, but go ahead and do
Yeah.
the one that's due after spring break, because I know you're not going to do it over spring break, and you know you're not going to do it over spring break, so you have time now to go ahead and get it done.
Right.
Because they were all freaking
I mean, I see
out.
your point.
Yeah, they were all freaking out last week because there wasn't one due, and they're used to having one due every week. And I was like, it's the A scale, and it's due after we come back. Go ahead and do it since you're here. And a lot of them just left after that. And I was just like, okay, whatever.
I mean, I see your point. Why you do it? I mean, it's not a. I understand it. Not necessarily how I would do it, but you know, it's. I'm a lot more strict on some things, and I'm a lot like laid back on a lot of things. But it's just we're two different people.
Yeah. I'm just trying to build that culture here.
Yeah.
But
one step at a time, Conan Jones. One step at a time.
yeah. So I don't know. That seems like a decent kind of conversation topic for.
I like it.
I mean, come Tuesday, tell us how it works out.
Yeah, you can tell
and
us
then we
on.
can talk about it again.
Yeah, you can tell us and we'll talk about it again and see how right I was.
I might actually look it up while we're kind of talking about the next topic and see how many people have already done it.
Oh, do you do it online? Like have them record it and send it to you?
Yeah, it's all Google Classroom.
Oh, that's neat. Look at you being all tech savvy.
Yeah, see, so that's the other deal is none of it's actually in person. It's all online. So they do it at home anyway.
All right, but what do you do for the kids that have like low income that can't
My
afford
school my school is 1-to-1 and every single
that's
person
right. I remember you told me that.
has a computer. There
Okay.
are some people who have them turned in that are like getting fixed and stuff, but
Right.
I have 12 so far that are turned in.
Mine isn't like that, so I can't really do anything like that with.
Yeah, so in that situation, in your situation, yeah, that is like a total D-bag move.
Yeah.
But Conan Jones is changing the game on us with this technology.
No, I mean that's what they did during when I was student teaching too, is they had that because they were 1-for-1 with iPads.
And it's just a totally different situation with having 1-to-1 and having technology in the class. But
TSM just won a 26-minute match, 16-1.
Is it going well for you using the Google Classroom?
I'm enjoying it. Like, it's the kids are used to it, which is helpful because if they were just doing it for me, they've been 1-to-1 at my school for the past several years. So all of the kids and all of the teachers use Google Classroom every day. So it's just getting them to take their instruments home and record.
Right.
So, like, for some of them, for, like, the tuba players and percussion people who are like, we can't take our instruments home. I have to ride the bus. A tuba is not going to fit on my bus. And I was like, okay.
My tuba player takes her tuba home every day.
Yeah. And I was like, where there's a will, there's a way. But I'm more willing to work with you guys than I am a flute player. Because, like, you can put it in your backpack. You know what I mean? So it's like, I know you can't really fit the marimba in your bag to take home. So you guys get first dibs if you want to come in before school, after school, or like during our in-school study hall time. Like, I will tell you yes and tell somebody else no because you have to do yours first. But
do you think it's helping your class learn the scales better than you've had before?
From what I had in my school in Oklahoma, absolutely. The kids absolutely hate it, as everyone does playing scales, especially junior high kids, because they don't understand. But, like, key signatures were not something that they understand. They have not had a solid mindset with band. ever, just because the director's in and out so often. But the ones that are doing it are excelling very fast.
Yeah.
And seem to be picking stuff up. And if nothing else, they are self-motivated enough to look stuff up for the scale test, so whenever it comes to music in class, they're like, oh, okay, hey, I learned that note in the blah 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 scale. It's this fingering. Okay, cool. I don't have to take the time to look it up. I've already done that work. They just don't realize it. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
So
That's kind of more stuff I'm going to start next year.
Google Classroom.
Say it again, Mage.
I said schools take note. Invest in Google Classroom.
I mean, it's not even that. It's investing on getting 1-for-1 Chromebooks and everything like that.
Having the technology.
Yeah.
Because now what I'm running into is like some people don't have internet at home.
Yeah, that's what I fall into in my computer classes with my kids. I have them finish. If they don't finish it at school, they have to do it at home. And they're just like, well, what if we don't have internet at home? Well,
don't be lazy.
Wheels.
Yeah.
Get it done. But
all right, cool. Number 2.
All right. Yep, good with me. All right. Topic 2 this week. Sekiro Shadows Die Twice. The game coming out the 22nd, so it comes out next week. Next Friday. It's a game from developed by From Software. It's the people that made like what is it?
Dark Souls and
Bloodborne. Like those are really good. Like those are really fun games. I don't know if you've ever played those major cards, but I've played Dark Souls 3. While it's like really like intense and hard, it's fun. I like it.
Yeah, I don't like dying over and over again, but I think it's a really good game.
Yeah, but
I think the lore is really cool.
But Sekiro Shadows Die. Yeah, life lessons are good. Get good. But it's a game. It's pretty much like that, but with like Japanese art styling.
Yeah.
And I'm really interested in it.
It looks really cool. Like
it does look really cool. It's between this and Mortal Kombat and what I'm gonna buy this month because I don't have the money to get both of them.
The Sekiro, Mortal Kombat probably has more replayability.
I know because I want to go pro in Mortal Kombat. Oh wait, no, that comes out next month. Oh, I thought that came out this month. Okay,
so you could get both.
I'm gonna get both. All right. Yeah, I told my kids I'm gonna go pro in Mortal Kombat 11, and they laughed at me. Gotta prove them wrong.
Oh man, no, like it looks really cool. From what I've seen of it, it does look very Souls-esque. But I mean, it's like coming from those people, like
I love single player games.
Oh yeah,
I love playing a game where I don't have to like interact with other people. Like that's why I love the new God of War game, which was our game of the year, and also like pretty much everybody's game of the year.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, Sekiro looks like it's gonna be. Well, it looks like it's gonna be like a Dark Souls, where like there's just like you have that first layer of the game, and then if you want to dive deeper into it, you get like so many more layers to it.
No, it's not going to be. They said they didn't want it to be just like another. Dark
I'm not saying
it's a clone.
I'm not saying it's a clone. I'm saying it's like it's going to be like that. I think it's going to be like that. Like if you want more lore or story, you could dive into it, but it's not going to be like the forefront type of deal.
I think one of the things I'm most interested in is like having the grappling hook with his on his hand.
Oh yeah, that little bone hand thing.
Yeah, I guess he like gets his arm cut off by like it's like at the beginning of the thing. I've watched a couple playthrough, like a couple of videos on it. He like gets his arm cut off, and he's like left for dead after he like failed to protect somebody, and then this other dude like takes him in and gives him this arm and stuff. And it's like it's a grappling hook, but it's also like other things too that could be on it. It's really cool.
Yeah, and there's like
Sekiro means he gets dubbed Sekiro, and it means one-armed wolf. So he's Bucky Barnes from
the White Wolf.
From Captain America.
He's the White Wolf.
No, so this is the Winter Soldier with a sword.
Hey man, you've
got
it sold for me
now. Really? Oh my god, the Captain America movies are like the worst ones.
I liked Winter Soldier and Civil War. The first one was,
Civil War was okay. I like Civil War mainly because Iron Man was in it, but I hated that first Captain America movie, and I hated Winter Soldier so much.
I actually liked Winter Soldier. The first one, I didn't mind it. There were some weird cuts in it though. Like there's literally a cut where like he's chasing after that big old that big old airplane with
at the end. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, and he's chasing after it, and he gets on this car and jumps, and it just cuts to him running again. Like there's no. It's just such a weird break. That's one that just sticks out of my brain. Like there's some weird edits in that first movie. But there's parts of that movie that I liked.
All right, let's get back on to Sekiro though.
Sekiro.
What'd you call it?
I said Sekiro, but I know that's wrong. I just looked up and saw it, and I was like, as soon as I said it, I was like, yeah, that's not right.
Let's talk to Sekiro. All right.
Jesus.
Sekiro Shadows Die Twice.
Hey man.
No, I love these games. Like I love Dark Souls games. I didn't really play Battleborn, but
Bloodborne?
Or that Bloodborne. What did I say? Battleborn. Sorry. No, Dark Souls is like put themselves on the map. From Software did with Dark Souls.
Yeah, it's one of those iconic games where like almost every game that's hard is now dubbed a Dark Souls game. It's one of those Dark Souls.
Before them, they didn't really have anything. Oh, these are the guys that made Armor Core. Okay,
is it really?
So Armor Core. Did you ever play Armor Core?
I didn't realize that FromSoft did Armor Core.
Yeah, they did. They did Armor Core. Like goodness, I did not know that.
Yeah, I didn't know that either. Man, they need to make another Armor Core game. Those things are awesome.
The last Armor Core game they made was Armor Core 5 in 2012. Or no, Armor Core Verdict Day in 2013.
They made one later than I thought they did. Yeah. Was it a Japan-only release?
Let me see. Verdict Day. Being developed 15th. Now it's released worldwide.
Huh. Maybe it wasn't good.
That's probably what it is. Well, it got an 8 out of... it's got mixed reviews. Metacritic's got it at a... Yeah, no, it's not a good game. Metacritic's got it at a 66 out of 100, so... It's not a good game.
Is Metacritic what you usually go to?
I mean, this is kind of... I'm looking at the different scores they have listed on the Wikipedia page. And it's got it at 6 out of 10, 7.5 out of 10. There's a bunch of 6 out of 10s on here. I mean, I can understand why Metacritic gives it a 66 out of 10 or 100.
Yeah. I wanted like a good Gundam game to come out, and I want a good Armor Core game to come out.
Joke's on you. There's no such thing as a good Mobile Suit Gundam game.
They have the Dynasty Warriors Gundam game that came out.
Hot take. I hate Mobile Suit Gundam. I hate the show. I hate the mobiles. I hate mechs in general, except for Gurren Lagann. But that's a whole different conversation.
Ghost, low key, I've never been more disappointed in you.
Really?
Than just right now.
I don't know. I just hate mech anime. It's just not cool. Like,
I'm not just talking about mechs. How do you hate giant robots?
If
They're
I
just the
wanted to watch a
coolest thing.
kaiju, I would just watch Godzilla.
No, we're not talking about giant monsters. We're talking about giant robots
I don't
that you
guess.
can fight.
All right, so there was a show in Toonami growing up. It was called Big O. Did you ever watch it?
Yeah.
Yeah, Big O was great.
It was one of the dumbest shows I've ever saw in my life. And then like right after it was like Mobile Suit Gundam, but they were like chibis. You know what I'm talking about? Like they weren't like in like they weren't like
Metabots?
No, not Metabots. Oh, I can't remember. The only Mobile Suit Gundam I like is Mobile Suit Zero, because that's the one everyone likes, and that was the one I liked the most. I like the dude that had the hair in his face and had the double-sided sights. Whereas
Oh, you mean Gundam Wing? That's not
Gundam
Zero.
Wing, yeah, not Zero. Yeah, Gundam Wing is the only one I like.
Gundam Wing is great.
Yes,
But,
it is. I agree. But getting back on topic, because I know we could talk about this all night. Sekiro looks pretty fun. I'm probably gonna get it. I gotta make sure I have enough money for the rest of the month. But I think I'm gonna get it because I need something to play after the abomination that Anthem is just becoming. Anthem is becoming a game where it started off as a tire fire, and when they're trying to put it out, they put it out with diesel fuel instead of water.
We got this.
It was like BioWare's just like, guys, trust us. We can put this fire out. We got this new thing we're gonna use to put it out. It's never been done before. We're gonna throw diesel fuel to put this fire out. And then this game just gets progressively worse. It's so upsetting. But I need a game to play that's fun. And I thought Mortal Kombat 11 was coming out this, but since it's not, Sekiro's going to be my game to play. Comes out Friday, I'll get it Friday.
Yeah, it's the combats in Sekiro looks really neat. Where it has like 4 different combat styles.
Right?
Or something like that.
I didn't look at that. What's the 4 different combat styles?
Well, you have the arm combat stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And you have the sword, and like I think there's like ninja type stuff. I don't remember exactly. I just remember watching some guy explaining that like certain enemies need different combat styles, so you can't just like stick with the same thing over and over again.
Oh, I see what you're talking about. Yeah. Because there's stealth. There's like you can choose like between like doing stealth stuff or fighting from range or like going through like just straight up going with the katana. I see what you're talking about.
And you can also you can base your fighting style on what you level up or whatever.
Yeah.
So it seems neat. Like it's not a concept that's like revolutionary. I think it's been done before, but it's not a bad combat thing.
Right? And it's going to be done again this year with Ghost of Tsushima.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Ghost of Tsushima. Who's making that game?
Let's look it up real quick. Oh, Sucker Punch.
What else has Sucker Punch done?
Sucker Punch has made some good. Let me look it up real quick. I know they played games. Oh, Sucker Punch are the people that made Infamous.
Oh, okay, yeah. Those Infamous games were really fun.
Yeah, those Infamous games were like really fun. Oh, and then they're also the same people that made the Sly Cooper games.
There we go. There's something I've played before.
Yeah, old man Jones' ears piped up. Yeah. His heart monitor is going off the charts right now.
EKG's chipped in. I haven't heard that name in years.
he's dusting off the cobwebs on his PS2. He's just like, I haven't heard that in years.
Sly Cooper's coming back.
I wouldn't mind another Sly Cooper game. Sly Cooper was really fun.
As long as it comes to Steam.
Or
that was a franchise that I never really got into. Not that I didn't like it. I just never got into it.
The Devious Raccoonus?
I had a friend who really enjoyed it, and I would play it whenever I went to his house.
Right.
But it was just never a game that I got.
Okay, I know this is going to be weird, and Conan Jones...
Conan Jones is
I said this is a hot take, and you might not agree with me on it.
All right, I'm buckled
I
in.
really like I really like the first Sly Cooper game, and I don't really like the other two.
They all run together in my mind. I couldn't tell you which one was which.
Oh, okay. It just felt like it felt like really different. Like I know they're supposed to feel different because they're different games, but
I do remember the second one being different than the first one, but I don't
yeah.
remember it being bad.
Yeah, see, I'm not calling it. I know they're good games. I'm not calling it bad.
Yeah.
I just didn't like it from my point of view of it.
You're wrong.
Okay, now
Life lessons from Conan Jones.
but those Infamous games, oh man, that Infamous game was like my favorite game on PS3, and the only reason why I got it was because you guys remember that it was like, I think it was like 2011. It was before even me and you met, Conan. No, 2010. Sorry.
That was
And
definitely before me and Ghost met.
yeah, it was that the PlayStation Network got hacked. You guys remember this? And it was like down for like 2 weeks.
Yeah, it was like this big old thing.
Right? So they gave us 2 games for free. And I forgot what the other game it was you got like to pick from like a slew of games. And I picked Little Big Planet and Infamous. And I don't
Good
I don't
choices.
know what.
Jesus.
What?
Good choices.
I didn't really like Little Big Planet, but that's just me. And then
Really? Like, I feel like that's an iconic game. Like, people love Little Big Planet.
I mean, I'm sure they do, like, but it's just not me.
Fair
But,
enough.
you got to be able to accept people for their differences.
No.
Okay, Maze? You can't
I just said
sit there.
fair enough. Like, I literally accepted what you just said.
This is life lessons with Ghost.
I don't know why you're upset. I literally agreed with you. I was like, okay, it's fine.
And this is life lessons with Ghost. See, Maze, you just get mad about, like, the littlest things. I don't understand it. You just got to take a step back and just chill out. Count to 10.
You're so right. I'm sorry.
Get a stress ball. Do something. Do whatever. Go take a walk. Do whatever you need to do to calm down, Maze.
You're right. I'm just going to leave this podcast, go take a walk for a little bit. All right. I'll be back at 15.
I want all my life advice things to be just directed towards Mage. That's why I think that's gonna work. Because if I just did it to Conan, he would just be like, "Oh, okay, no one cares." But Mage always says something back to me. And a lot the people that listen to, anyways. Sekiro's gonna be a fun game. I'll let you know how I like it next week. But I guess I won't be able to get it by the time that we record next week because we're doing it anyway. Okay, I'll let y'all know how I like Sekiro
Whenever you get it.
whenever I get it. Eventually, well, because it comes out on Fridays. It comes out on next Friday, and we record on Thursday. Hopefully, fingers crossed. If Conan Jones doesn't get all mad at me again.
Nope, I'm gonna be mad. We're gonna change it. We're gonna change it Thursday at 5:00.
Nope, Old Man Jones is
Call
out
me
of the
now.
game.
All right, we good? Moving on?
Yeah, moving on.
All right, we're sitting at
All right.
59.
That's fine. That's fine. I don't care.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and jump into our wins of the week. Conan Jones, what is your win of the week?
So, since it was spring break, that's my main, win. I didn't have to be at school. But on Sunday, it was either Sunday or Monday.
Yeah,
we were.
It was Monday.
Monday. Okay, my wife was
Yes.
like, "You should make some salsa because for Christmas we got this new Ninja blender, and it kind of got put back into the cabinet and we forgot we had it." And
Yeah, those things are awesome.
yeah, so we were kind of cleaning and we were like, "Oh crap, we have this sweet new blender that we haven't used. What can we make?" And I was like, "Oh dude, salsa." So I went to the store and got some stuff for salsa and made some pretty freaking awesome salsa. And it made a bunch, and I just have like half a Tupperware thing full of salsa in the fridge. So yeah, that's my win.
Paige,
Awesome.
what's your win of the week?
So strap in for a second because this requires some context.
Oh my god.
All right.
Just like every story on this podcast requires context. So here's 30 minutes.
I like how Ghost did just single me out because it's Conan, Jones, and Ghost that do the same thing. We all require context.
Yeah.
Look, you're still the new guy here, all right? So you're the one that gets directed towards everything.
Anyway, so I went to urgent care this Tuesday for my sinus infection to get meds for it. I waited until Tuesday because my insurance that I got at my new job wasn't going to be activated till the day before, Monday. So I went to urgent care, and the urgent care I went to, like, the doctor was really nice, but the receptionist was just straight, like, maybe an IQ above 70. Like,
Nice.
real dumb. Real dumb. Like, she just seemed like she didn't have a clue what was going on. And so, like, I got her my membership ID and everything else, but she misread my insurance. And the way my insurance was laid out was that the insurance pays the first $500, and then I have $1,000 deductible afterwards. It's not fantastic insurance, but that's what it was. Well, she misread it and made me pay the deductible first. So I had to pay $130 for that urgent care visit, even though I wasn't supposed to. It was supposed to be paid through my insurance.
Mage, you're Native American with the CDIB card. Why are you going to urgent care?
Okay, I went to urgent care because I had insurance, and I wouldn't have to. And the closest clinic to me is the Cherokee Clinic, and they require they require a call in, and you have to schedule it. And the only urgent care is the one in Tahlequah. And that urgent care is always filled, and it takes like 5 hours to get done.
Yes, I know, but you don't have to pay
I went to this
$130.
urgent care after work. Like I went at like 5 o'clock, and I wanted in and out so I can get prescription meds and stuff like that. And I thought my insurance would pay it off because I
understand that, but you're Native American.
Well, let me finish, okay? So.
Okay.
Because of that experience, I was looking because I was like, I don't think that I'm supposed to pay this deductible, and so I was looking at my insurance plans, and I was right. I didn't have to pay the deductible. I shouldn't have had to pay it right there, but receptionist is dumb and made me pay it. But I ended up finding another insurance plan that was actually way better than the one that I had gotten. And because it hadn't been 30 days since I started the job, I still had a chance to change it. And so I ended up changing it, and it was still within my budget of my my insurance budget with the state of Oklahoma. And so I ended up getting like a way better insurance plan. So it was a good thing that I looked. So it was nice. It ended up being a good thing, even though I had to pay money.
All right.
I mean, I guess, but you're losing that. How much you have to spend? 100.
Yeah, I had to spend 130.
I mean,
your insurance is still
you're
bad.
Native American. You know that. They're like, you pay with time to go get free health care.
Well, I didn't have time to go to the urgent care in Tahlequah.
Well,
like it's more than an hour away.
I'll be honest. Then you weren't that sick. That's not me being mean to you. That's saying the truth. Like that's how I feel about it.
I just went to the urgent care because I thought I would the insurance would pay it. Like I didn't think it was going to be a big deal.
Yeah, since if your insurance would have done what it was supposed to, or if the lady wouldn't have been dumb, it would have been fine.
Yeah, it would have been fine. I would have been. It would have been it would have been a better experience than I would have gotten at the Indian clinic, and I wouldn't have had to pay anything like the Indian clinic. Like, I don't know why you're upset at me.
Because
I'm sorry I used a white Dr. Ghost. I really betrayed us.
That's not even why I'm getting mad.
You're right, Ghost. It's my fault.
It makes no sense. When you're Native American, we have free health care.
Well, the thing is I don't have any sick days at my work right now.
Oh.
So I can't just take a day off. I don't get sick days till after, like, I'll get them next Friday, and then it's like only 8 hours. So if I take off, then it's literally just leave without pay or comp time.
It's fun being a teacher.
Well, my deductible is huge. Like, we have like a $2,800 deductible, so we have to pay that before insurance kicks in at all.
Oof.
Yeah.
I don't understand these terms. I just go to the hospital.
Usually insurance, like Mage's insurance, will pay the first little bit up until whatever, $500, and then he has to pay. But my insurance doesn't kick in until I pay $2,800 out of my pocket, and then my insurance starts.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, doesn't that seem kind of
yeah?
backwards?
But with my new insurance though, I don't have any deductible.
Yeah, that's
$0 deductible. I can't talk, and it's like a $25 copay for urgent care. So
yeah.
I don't understand these terms.
Yeah,
copay is literally I pay $25 and my insurance pays the rest. And with prescription,
Indian clinic.
$10 and
Thank you. I will enjoy the Indian clinic. Thank you very much.
But even the Indian clinic likes it when you have insurance, and they'll give you better.
I know
insurance.
I know they did. You're right. They did. They gave me a couple things of albuterol for my thing. My brother a couple things of albuterol. Like, I mean, I don't know. I know they like it when I'm on healthcare. I mean, I am on healthcare. So, but I mean, I'm not going to start going to pay for stuff whenever I go to the Indian clinic for free.
Very fair.
Yeah, it's just the urgent care is a lot more convenient for me. But I mean,
but what's convenient for me is not having to pay money.
Having better insurance, period, is not a bad thing.
You're right. Yeah. I guess I've just always I've never really gone to another doctor that's not been at the Indian clinic.
Well, that's kind of why I had the old insurance when I signed up, because I didn't really think much of it. I was like, I'll just get what my mom had because I don't really care. I'll just go to Indian clinic if I'm actually sick.
That's what I get. It's like I get the bare bone.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of what I did. But I had a $640. It's an allowance. It's an allowance for insurance, and I was more than $100 under that allowance. And the new insurance I got was only like $50 more, so I'm still under the allowance I had anyway. Mm-hmm. So I'm not. There's nothing more. There's nothing coming out of my pocket for the better insurance.
Oh, okay.
So it's just a win-win for me, other than me having to pay the $130 for the urgent care because that receptionist is dumb.
Yeah. Well, all right. So my win of the week is I got called. Well, it kind of like is. I got called in my principal's office on like Tuesday, I think. He told me like in the morning when I was leaving the elementary school. He was like, "Hey, during your planning period, come by in my office. We need to talk stuff." And I'm just like, "Man, what did I do?" He was sitting there. He was just like, "No, it's nothing bad. Don't worry about it." And of course, I worried about it all morning long. And I'm just like, thinking about what I'm going to get in trouble for. Just like, hey, did those kids actually hear me cuss after I got that 3? Am I going to get yelled at about getting the 3 on stage? Just, am I doing something wrong that I'm not realizing with my computer class? And he comes in there. I come in there. He's like, "Hey, how you doing?" He's like, "Doing good. I just wanted to see if you were planning on coming back next year." I'm
like, dude, that's an email.
That's like an email. Like, that's me. I was like, yes. I was like, I really like being here. I like the people here. I like the students here. I think we have a really good chance to develop a really good program here. And I mean, I really like being here. And he was like, well, he told me, he was like, well, I feel like you're a good fit here. I think that you're really good for this community, and that's going to be my recommendation that you come back for next year. And he was like, they haven't gone against my recommendation yet, and I've been here for 5 years, so yeah, we'll be good for next year. I'm like, cool. I mean, I'm cool with everybody up there at the administration. Like, I go in there and talk with them almost every day about stuff. So it was a good moment to make me feel good that I've been doing a good job at my. I felt like I was doing a good job, and I know that other people have told me I've been doing a good job with the band and everything. But it's nice hearing it from my boss that I've been doing a good job.
Yeah, no, that's always it's always good to hear. That's good though. I'm happy for you.
Yeah. Thank you, Conan, and just Conan.
You're welcome, Ghost and just Ghost.
Well, because Mage hates me apparently.
Yes, Ghost. That's exactly what it is. I'm so sorry. No,
How much time are we over?
Glad that you like what you're.
111.
111. I wanted to talk about TNT this week.
Can we talk about it next week?
We'll talk about it next week.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess that's it then for this week.
Yeah, I'm good with that because something's come up.
All right. Well, thank you guys very much for listening. You can follow us on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, iTunes, and Spotify at Low Scale Gaming. If you have any questions or a subject you want us to talk about on our next podcast, go ahead and leave us a tweet or an email at lowscalegaming@gmail.com. Also, we'll have a community poll every week about some sort of random thing I came up with. Like this week, I came up with iPhone versus Android. Everybody likes iPhone, so that's why Mage is getting an iPhone.
That's what it is, definitely.
That's exactly what it is. But and just so we can prove Conan Jones wrong with getting his stupid Android and ruining my our group text to where we get green text now instead of blue text. But thank you guys again, and remember, have a great day and have a better tomorrow.